In honor of my brand new book, Before the Ring, 25 questions to consider before saying yes, we have a video unlike any other that we have done before. Surprise!
Hey guys!
Wait. Do you recognize us?
Yeah!
You look just like us, except you look like you actually sleep at night.
Wow! You look tired.
Why are you so loud? It's still early.
What are you drinking?
We're still only a few sips into coffee.
You won't even drink a frappuccino because it tastes too much like
I
coffee.
don't really like coffee.
I wonder how you went from no frappuccinos to living on coffee.
Yeah, coffee is essential. You need it every morning.
So we're talking about getting engaged, and we just wanted to talk to our future selves about, I know you've been married a while now, what some tips are that you would give us. So
yeah, stuff we can work on so we're ready to take the next step.
So tell us what it is. Well, okay, this whole thing you guys got going on, I will say the whole you can't keep your hands off each other, that's awesome. Don't lose that after you get married. It's easy to just be two ships passing in the night, especially with two adorable kids who never sleep. It's just don't let that go. Even if it's just little things we're brushing our teeth and I put my hand on his back or whatever it is, don't lose that. Don't stop being all over each other. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Be sure to bring up disagreements or concerns or things you've been hurt in private.
You will have a lot of them, Tiffany.
Whenever it comes out in front of people, even if it's family, the other person, we'll say in this case me, is going to immediately just feel defensive, and it's going to be difficult to talk about what's actually going on.
That's funny because a lot of times if we want to talk about something personal, I'm let's talk right now, and James is let's not talk at all.
I don't like talking about a lot of stuff.
How do we navigate that? It's okay if you don't talk about it immediately. Tiffany, we're a super feeler. It's oh, I notice everything that feels weird to me and I want to say it immediately. James, his brain does not work that way. You will learn. He needs some time to process. You've got to talk about it, figure out a good time for both of you to be able to talk. I'll also say you'll go through some struggles in the first couple years of your marriage and you're going to work through them. You're going to be stronger. But part of that is because I started going to therapy. James was I really think you should. And I was I think you should. Well, really, he was right. I needed to. And I went to counseling for 3 years and worked through a lot of stuff. And it made a huge difference in our marriage. Don't be afraid to go to therapy by yourself. I always thought to make a difference in marriage, I had to be couples therapy. It doesn't. So James did go a little bit himself too, but we never actually went together. And you can go together, but you don't have to in order for it to make a huge difference in your marriage.
Okay. Wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, because I think a lot of times what we found is sometimes the fewer people are involved, the easier it is for you to focus on, okay, what's the issue, rather than focusing on the other person or what they're saying or defending yourself.
Or what are they going to think if I'm really honest?
Yeah.
And that helps you process it, and then you can talk about it together. So
so we're trying to do different things to build different sub-parts of our relationship. We're trying tennis together. We're trying to find some athletic activity that really works for both of us.
Here's another one, James. I know this is going to surprise you because you always like to be doing things. Watching TV together is okay. It's an okay part of a relationship. You don't always need to be out doing things to make memories.
Are you looking, do they look like mommy and daddy, but a long time ago? Yeah, I know. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, our girls are so cute. I know she's a cutie. Both the girls are. But they also don't sleep, so get ready for that.
But this is a good one. What you like changes a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know that married Tiffany cooks and enjoys cooking?
What?
I bet that comes as a surprise.
I can't even cook an egg. I mean, we figured that he'd do all the cooking and clean the bathrooms because I hate cleaning bathrooms. I do not like cooking. And I would do the laundry because he hates that. We kind of have divvied it up a little bit in our heads.
So who's in charge of what? Your roles in the home or in the relationship? is really largely irrelevant.
Yeah.
I know you're going to start out where, you know, Tiffany's in charge of the budget and James is in charge of this, the car, and
the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Remember
That's not going to last too long. Sorry. But like what's really matters, what's really healthy is that you just work together till you agree.
Yeah.
You work together till you agree. There doesn't need to be a person who makes a call. You work together till you agree.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
But okay, so what if we don't agree? Like, what if we can't come, like, there's some things like we still haven't come to a real agreement on.
I mean, that doesn't mean you're always both going to be 100%, but you're going to work together till you agree, all right, this is what we're going to do.
This is our compromise.
Yes.
And it's really based on like your interests. Like, it will change in different seasons because that's just, we change as people. So it will change in different seasons. If you had one final piece of advice, like the most important things to keep in mind, what would it be? I think the most important thing you can do for your relationship is be willing to talk about hard stuff and be willing to grow and change. And I think that's not that you change who you are, but you're always growing and changing for the better. And I think that's one of the things that I'm most thankful for in our relationship. Like James especially is so good at like listening and like being like, okay, yeah, I think I need to do this a little differently. And I try to do the same thing. I'm just not as humble as he is. So I tend to fight it a little more. But I think that's like the best thing we can do is just like.
Yeah, apparently my dad had this saying many years ago, blessed are the flexible. And that's that's really, it's an important piece. Like just everything is always changing, and you have to be willing to bend and adapt. And that's just such a key feature that it just probably doesn't resonate as much right now.
But it will. Oh, it will.
Do you see how we're color coordinated? Yet we're going out to coffee, and then there's a new omelet place that we're gonna try, and then we're gonna go to the park to have a picnic and maybe play tennis. I brought the tennis rackets, and then we're gonna go out for ice cream.
Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. I think
sorry,
we're starting
it's a little
to
loud
lose.
and discombobulated. This is
It's your
actually
life.
pretty low key. We only have one child here instead
I know.
of the norm of two.
Real life.
And you will only have two. So I'll just talk about 4 kids. It's not gonna happen.
Guys, thanks for watching. And if you are looking for a workbook to walk you through and really dig into the most important things to think about in your dating relationship, then check out my new book linked in the description below. Use code NEWBOOK for 20% off everything in my store, or you can order on Amazon. Love you guys. Bye.